Hello everyone and welcome back. I want to cover today something, and it's going to be very opinionated and it's going to hurt a lot of people's feelings, but I really want to tell the truth about stacking this type of silver right here. So as you can see, this is 1/4 troy ounce, pretty nice piece. It's a Silver Eagle replica 1/4 ounce round. And you can also get 1/4 ounce buffaloes. Pretty cool looking. I want to cover today the difference between doing those 1/4 ounce pieces. Typically, this is the type of fractional that you'll find when you're online trying to get silver. You'll get these 1 gram, and people all over the internet right now are offering these and saying how good it is to buy this kind of stuff right here. Now, I have this one just so that I could show you on this video. There's other stuff you can do too, more fractional, like this one here. As a fractional piece, this is a 1/2 troy ounce. And these are typically a little bit higher as well as far as premium goes. Here, and that's why I don't like stacking these, but I'm going to get into it. But to start off, let's go to something a little bit lighter, and we're going to take a look at a coin that my youngest daughter made a purchase of, and then we'll get into it. So buckle up, people. It's going to be a rough ride. If you don't want to get your feelings hurt, then I would say do not watch this video, because I'm probably going to hurt your feelings if you think differently than I do on these things. I'm just going to be sharing my opinion because I've been seeing people getting ripped off online, and I think it's time to rip the blanket off all this and just tell people the honest truth when it comes to stacking silver, and in particular stacking fractional. So let's go ahead and see what she has to say about the coin that she received.
Hello, Mind Your Venture. So we have an order. Let me cover that address for y'all. This is from Gunk Gunk. I don't know if you guys can see that. Gunk Gunk. Okay. And then we just got one item. It is 1 ounce 999 fine silver. United States Armed Forces Navy silver round in capsule. So I'll show you guys the coin right now. Came in this cute little package. So this is going to be the coin. It's going to say, I don't know if you guys can get all the details there. Land of the free, because of the brave. 1 ounce, 0.9995 silver. That's just an American flag. And then we have United States Navy seal on the back. Well, the seal of the United States Navy, not a Navy seal. And then Gunk Gunk sent me a sticker, super cute, and this little Martian man that I will be keeping on display. Thank you.
Fractional silver. So I'm gonna cover a little bit the kind of fractional silver that I recommend and the fractional silver that I think that people really should try to stay away from because of the premiums that come with that fractional silver at times. So you can see here, I got a couple of pieces here. This is a 1/2 ounce. The one I just showed you was 1/4 ounce. And you know, you can get the 1 gram bar or 1 gram rounds. You can get 75%. Now this is from the Philippines, an old, I think 1944. This is 75% silver. Of course, you have your constitutional. You get quarters. This is 90%. Same with the Walk-in Liberty. Beautiful coins. These are all constitutional, 90%. pre-1965, so 1964 and older on the Constitutional. Some really nice coins here. And you know, you can also get some really nice dimes, 90%. All right, so let's get into this a little bit here. Now, recently, as you all know, if you've been paying attention to silver at all, you know that the silver price is quite high right now. It is honestly the highest it's been since I've been stacking silver. And it's exciting. It's been a really good journey for me, and having it at such a high price right now, over $38, is really good. Now, over the last 6 months or so, this here has been what I've been picking up mostly, and that's the Constitutional. And if you watch enough of my videos, you'll know why I've been picking up Constitutional Silver. It's because I can get it below spot price or right at spot price. And I'm able to pick up the amount of money that I go in every week with. So I've been basically going in every week and spending right around the $30 to $40 every week. And I try to go in and buy as much silver as I can for that. Now, I used to be able to get, go in every single week and I'd be able to pick up coins like this one here. And I was able to get these even with the, $1.50 over spot for a lot of these. I was able to pick up a full troy ounce of silver every time I went into the shop. And it's just been a little bit difficult to do that recently with the prices being over $30. So, all of these here, you can see this one here has got a lot of milk spots, got a thumbprint on there that you can see pretty clearly. But all of these I got right around spot price or just over spot price. But it's 1 full ounce of fine 3/9 silver. So, and this is the stuff that I usually pick up. Every week I go in and pick some up. And when I can, I always pick up the American Silver Eagle, because this here holds its value better than most anything else that you can get as far as silver coins and silver rounds. This one here is going to give you the best return when you go to sell it back, but it does come with a steeper premium most of the time when you go and try to pick it up at your local coin store or online. So knowing that, I've tried to diversify, especially over the last few months. I've been adding a lot more of the 90% to my stack. I do have a bunch of rounds and stuff as well. But I recently picked up a few of these here because I've been buying the fractional in the form of Constitutional Silver. And there's a few problems with that Constitutional Silver that I want to kind of go over with everyone. I know that most everybody in the silver stacking community understands and knows what the 90% is. They know what the Constitutional Silver is. And they think that, or most people believe that if there is a, moment in our time here where everything just goes sideways, the economy collapses, that you'll be able to use this Constitutional Silver right here, and it's going to be worth a lot, and the prices are going to be a lot higher, and you'll be able to barter with this Constitutional Silver and in turn be able to get whatever goods and stuff that you need with it. And that's why these dimes have been so popular at the coin stores, because people buy these as smaller pieces of silver for the sole purpose of just that, being able to barter with these if something goes sideways. Now, there's a few issues with that, and I'm not opposed to the 90% because I try to add as much as I can to my stack. I try to add as much silver as I can for the amount of money that I spend, and Constitutional right now is the best way to go about doing that. And that's why I've been picking it up. But I don't want to cloud over the reality of, when I talk to anybody about this, I would say a good 90% of people, and not surprisingly, 90% silver, 90% of people don't even know what I'm talking about. They have no clue what Constitutional Silver is. They have no clue what years they made silver. And if there comes a moment when people are bartering with silver, the only people that are going to know about this are the people that have been collecting this and know about it. The average everyday person is not going to know how much silver is in this. And in a catastrophic societal thing that happens, people that can do math might be able to figure this out, but good luck with the way that people do math without a calculator these days. How are you going to be able to use this to barter when nobody can even tell? It's not even stamped on here what it is. Now, I know what it is, and I'm not opposed to having it. But part of the reason why I started picking up this as my fractional instead is because these are labeled with how many ounces of actual silver is in here. And you can see right there, it is 1/4 troy ounce. It says it right on there. Now, these come with a little bit higher of a premium, but I've been getting these at about $1.50 over spot. So I would say this is a great form of fractional. If you wanted to try to get some fractional, these 1/4 ounce pieces right here, if you can get a good deal on them, is good to go. And you know, they come in different looks to them. Like this one here is the buffalo instead of the eagle. And they're really nice and they look really good. And this is a 1/4 ounce of silver. And I picked this up for, it was either $7 or $9 back when I got these. It was pretty recent. But you know, even stuff like this, I got this for about $1.75 over spot. And this is fractional as well. So stuff like this, I think is really good because it tells you right there on it, it's a 1/2 ounce of silver. And this is actually a coin, so this is even better if you can get this in fractional at a good price. And, you know, not opposed to the 90% silver. This is still really good, and for people that know, they know. But for people that don't know, and if you try to barter with people that do not understand, they're looking for that marking on there, what it's worth. So here we go. Now, if prices go up, hey, look at that. We got ourselves a 1 gram right here. And, oh, did I have that upside down? I think I did. So you have 1 gram here of silver, and it says right on there, it's 1 gram fine silver. But there's a huge problem with this. And I hate to burst everybody's bubble out there that's been selling these and trying to get people, hey, start investing now because, hey, you can buy these really cheap and, you know, it's 1 gram, get some of this precious metal. It's wonderful. Just go ahead and buy some of these 1 gram pieces. And, you know, you can get 1 gram for $4. It's wonderful. Go ahead and pick it up. It takes over 30 of these to make 1 ounce. So if you do the math on that, 30 times 30 times $4 is $120. Just, there's people out there selling these for that much. Selling these for $3, you know, that's not over $90 per ounce. Now, yeah, silver may hit that price at some point. But if you're stacking and you're trying to put aside money for many different reasons, and if it is for a time when real money, the fiat dollar, finally does collapse and you're left with just precious metals out there that people want to barter with, you'll be able to use this, but what is the cost that you're putting in for this? At some point, this is way better to go. You can get an ounce of this for about $1.50 over spot or $2 over spot. And you can get 4 of these for that price. You can buy them one at a time. But buying one of these, people, I'm telling you now, stay away from these. Unless you're just buying them because they're cool and you like the art on them and you think they're cool pieces and you want to pick them up, hey, feel free to spend your money. But if you're trying to get people to buy these at $4 and $3 a piece, plus paying the shipping to get this sent out, it's just horrible. You're losing so much money trying to buy this fractional silver. And at that point, I would say pick up some quarters or pick up some dimes, right? These here are going to cost you about the same, but you get way more with this than you do with this junk right here. Now I have this and I got it specifically, and I have it for this purpose, to show you what it is, to explain to you why not to get it. Okay? Because this is you're gonna lose so much money buying this. Just save up some money. You can get these little quarters, the quarter ounce pieces, and just about any picture on them. They're nice rounds. There's more than just the silver, the American silver eagle, and the buffalo. There's a bunch of these you can get out there, and it's fractional and it's way better. And if you can get your hands on some of these on the cheap, this is really good as well. Stick to the stuff that's going to give you the biggest bang for your buck. You don't understand. If you don't understand buying all these gram pieces, I see it all over the internet, people trying to get people to buy this stuff, and they're selling it, and there's all kinds of places out there selling it. You are totally getting ripped off when you're buying a bunch of this stuff right here. Don't use this as your fractional. Don't use this as trying to stack to save for your future. Unless silver does something crazy and goes up to $200 or $300 an ounce, this kind of junk right here is just going to be a big waste of money for you, and you're shooting yourself in the foot if you're trying to survive, especially in a catastrophic event that you're gonna be out so much money, where you could just get some of this stuff or some of these, or even this. As much as I said that nobody knows what this is, at least if you know what it is and somebody may be able to test it and make sure that it's silver. I don't know if there'll be a whole lot of people that'll be able to do that if everything goes sideways. But for those who do know, and maybe that'll be the people running the show, is the people that have this already, that know and understand what silver is and know and understand what these coins are, maybe then everything will be good on this. But for the everyday person, if that happens, 90% of people won't even know what this kind of stuff is, and trying to teach somebody how to do that and getting them to trust you that's what it is when it's not even labeled like this stuff here is, it might be a hard way to go, but at least it's actual silver that you're getting versus getting ripped off with buying these that are twice as much as what silver is worth. Most of the time you're paying twice as much for this. And that's why I don't agree with gold backs either. Now, if you want to get them because you think they're cool and you're getting it for the purpose of just buying a few of these so you can say, hey, look at this, pretty cool, huh? Then that's fine, and you can do whatever you want. But if you're trying to save money, I'm just trying to help you out. Stay away from this. This is not going to help you in the long run. If you're trying to survive and you're trying to save, this absolutely will not be the way to go. Do not buy these. Stay away from these. Get into something like constitutional. Get your constitutional silver from your coin dealer or online somewhere, or find some fractional pieces that are actually coins that can be recognized, that actually have on there how much ounces is in the actual piece that you have. At least then it's labeled and you can show people what it is. And even these ones here are really, really good to get. So I hope you guys learned a little bit here. And I know if you disagree with me, I'm sure I'm going to see some comments down below with people telling me I don't know what I'm talking about. But just be wary out there. There's a lot of people out there that will try to sell you junk and try to rip you off and try to take advantage of you because they see an opportunity. When silver is high, they see an opportunity to make some money, so they go starting to peddle stuff like this. And you know, it does take more to make these smaller ones, sure, but twice as much to make these smaller ones, I don't think so. I think this is a way for people just to try to make money off you, and they're making way more money than you'll ever get back on this here if you try to go sell it back at a coin store. or you try to sell it to someone like me that knows about silver, I'm not going to pay you more for this than one of these. There's no way I'm going to pay you more for those than I would for something like this. And that's what they're doing. This is an actual coin, and you're paying way more for this round than you are for getting real actual silver that's minted by a professional company or a government. Like, this is a government that minted this. So stay away from this. And as always, keep on stacking. Don't let this discourage you. Don't let the high price of silver stop you from continuing to stack and add to your stack. Get out there and find some of this wonderful constitutional silver while you can. It's a really good price right now. Get it while you can, while it's below spot out there. Support your local coin store. They'll support you. They'll give you good deals. Build a relationship with them. It's the best way to go. And like I said, keep on stacking, onward and upward.
There once was a man that stacked silver, so he called himself an investor. But the silver he had was not enough, so he stacked it more and more. Soon then the increase comes, shiny, glittery, and in large sums. Now when the stacking's done, he loved it more and more.